Hi, I'm Michelle, and I'll be sharing these episodes with Nay. We're certified psychic mediums, and this is season 2 of Hello from the Other Side. During the season's episodes, we'll be connecting independently to the energy of a missing child from the United States. All we've been given is a name, a photograph, and the year they went missing. As you watch, you may begin to notice moments where our readings overlap or where similar evidence comes through. We hope that the insights shared today might bring comfort, clarity, or may even assist those still searching for these precious children. At times, you might notice that our independent readings seem quite different from one another. This doesn't mean that those differences should be dismissed. Sometimes the pieces that seem unrelated at first do come together to reveal the whole or different parts of the story. So please remember, the information we share is received psychically. It reflects our intuitive impressions and should not be taken as factual or verified information.
Okay, so I am just straight off the bat hearing a song, a children's song. I think it's called the Mexican Hat Dance. I'm not sure why this is coming through, but I'm familiar with this song, and it goes with a little jig for children. So just hearing that song. Okay, I am being made aware of my left-hand side here too, and an injury there. Okay, left-hand side head pain. So injury here to my left-hand side. And I do feel this little boy comes through on my left as well, which is generally my sign for has passed. Okay. And around a cause of passing here, being made aware of tragic accident comes through here. Lost. Okay, lost and then tragic accident. Is very loved, this little boy. I'm being made aware of the mother's energy, and also it feels like grandmother's energy as well. Okay, so mum and then her mother, and a lot of care coming through for her as well. So care, very caring, being caring in the community. So I don't know whether she might be a nurse as well, or works with children, or works with someone in a caring capacity, but being made aware of a carer there in that space. Not picking up on dad's energy so much here, which would generally indicate to me that dad's sort of out of the picture or didn't have a big role here. In terms of passing and the lead up to passing, I'm being made aware of like really bad weather. So I do get like quite wet, a downfall here. Yeah, so just being made aware of really wet, being really wet on the clothes, and windy as well. So I'm actually seeing palm trees swaying in the wind, but quite violently. Okay, a lot of wind activity, and I just heard the word swept as well. Then okay, swept. Okay. All right. In terms of who he was, I am seeing this little boy with a lap dog and just patting this dog and being really calmly patting this pet. Okay. It being very calm for him. How old? They're 12, so I heard 12, so I feel as though this might be his age. And being made aware that he's quite messy as well, or prone to leaving stuff around. So I'm just being shown here, it's almost like I get off the bike and just leave it in the yard, just dump it and run into the house. Just a tendency to just sort of leave stuff around. Also made aware of, it does feel like a little sister there as well for him. Not a brother, but a sister. Okay. I want to try and place where this is, particularly because I'm seeing those palm trees and wondering where this is. So I am just picturing a map in my head and trying to narrow it down to where we are. And I do feel as though I might be southern USA. I don't feel like I'm over near California. I feel as though I'm east of Texas. I almost feel as though I'm to the east of Texas. Where are we? What have we got there? Georgia. North, South Dakota, Carolina. North, South, Carolina. Where am I? South. I do wonder if I'm near Florida, somewhere around that area, like that Georgia, Florida area here. I do wonder if I'm in that little pocket over here. Okay, and again, that wind is really coming up for me, so I do feel as though it is somewhere where it's just been hit with an enormous amount of bad weather here. Being made aware of being separated from people as well, so almost as though he's with people and then being separated, because he's a bit of a wanderer. Being made aware that, if he goes somewhere, he might just kind of get distracted and walk in a different direction, but being prone to wandering. I'm also seeing like swimming lessons here too. I almost feel like diving and being shown like an awkward sort of dive, but as though a child is learning swimming. Okay, so looking and feeling like it's a space of learning and for swimming. I do wonder whether cause of passing and disappearance relates to this weather event, because again, I am getting, it's almost like there was a big storm and just like didn't return after a storm. What is this? I do wonder if there's like a pet mouse as well here, because I do get like some sort of mouse or some sort of rodent pet. It's like little animals. He likes little animals here because it feels like a bit of a mouse, kind of playing with a mouse on my fingers or some sort of rodent there. I am being shown a bag as well, so I feel as though he has taken a bag with him, and I wonder if that was found. But it's like I have a bag with me that I've packed. With supplies as well, so I feel like there's a bottle in that bag. Okay. I feel as though there was a search party, so people that went out looking for him as well. Just being made aware of, it does feel very much like emergency services being called in this regard. So I don't feel as though it's sort of parents calling and saying, my child's missing, and police going out and sort of looking, but it feels more like emergency crews and a number of people sort of looking for a number of people, so not just him. I feel as though there's a bit of a group here, or a collection of people that may be missing at the same time. Children too, because I do feel as though he's sort of part of a group here. And being made aware of a tree as well with him, and holding onto a tree here. Yeah, I do wonder whether there's been some really bad weather, and he's held onto a tree for some time. Because I am, when I take myself to this location, I do feel as though that it might even be like rising floodwaters or some sort of emergency response situation. I feel wet, it's windy, and I feel like I'm in a tree. I feel as though it's really dark as well. I don't have a torch. I feel like I've just looked at my watch. I think I've got a watch with a light maybe, because I feel like I can see the watch. And I've got these glasses that I wear everywhere as well, because I think they're damaged. But I need them. Because I feel like these glasses have been damaged and it's very difficult to see through them, or something's happened to the side here. Being made aware as well as belongings of mine being found. And okay, maybe that bag. I do wonder whether it's this bag or the glasses, like items being found of his. And being made aware, it's like my things were found, but I'm swept. And I'm just trying to determine the where here. Because I am picturing just a bit of a waterway and just a real a real waterway, but I do feel as though I am still on land. So it doesn't feel like I'm in the ocean. It just feels like I'm on land, but I've just been sort of swept. I'm getting the name Alex as well as being relevant here, and I feel that might be a friend of this child's. He's making me aware of a sort of posthumous event, so being celebrated, his life being celebrated, even though he's missing and his body hasn't been recovered. But it's almost like there's that inkling of unknowing that just doesn't sit well with the family. Almost like a suggestion of, did he hit his head and forget who he was and sort of get lost, or did something else happen to him? And just a lot of unknowing around that situation. He's such a beautiful energy, such a beautiful little boy. He's very smart too. He couldn't always communicate in a way that other people understood, but he's very smart. Could understand things that other people couldn't. And I do think for that reason, it's almost like he's explaining to me, it's like it made it easy for him to be targeted in some respects there as well. But just such a beautiful, gentle nature. Again, seeing him with the animals, like this little dog, and just being really, really gentle. It's who he was.
He's quite a serious boy, and he's quite watchful. He watches what's going on around him. I feel like he picks up a lot of things that people don't realize. They don't realize that he's kind of picking up on dynamics around him. And I see that some things can make him agitated when he doesn't like something going on around him. I feel like it's like an autistic kind of like he finds things agitating. He can get irritated. He likes things quite calm and peaceful. Okay, I'm seeing his mother and his father. He feels close to his father. I'm just seeing him kind of come in and hug his father. And his mother, he doesn't feel like he's embracing her in the same way. She feels a little bit more distant, a little bit more distracted, maybe by work pressure. I think she likes her downtime, like to watch TV, to chill out. And he can feel a little bit like he's on the outer on that one. I feel that he feels a little bit isolated in his home, a little bit left out. Something has upset him. He's got his dad on his mind. I feel like he's making a decision to leave the home and go and find his dad. I can't see him actually leaving the home. It may be there's a bed and the window. I feel like maybe he goes out of the window. It's at night, it's dark. I feel like he does go at the front of the house, though, kind of on the side. He turns left down the street. I just feel like he's walking. Wherever he goes, he is walking now, feels like along an interstate because there's grass on either side and there's a lot of fast cars going past. I don't know if he knows where he's going. He's just decided he's going. Kind of seeing a man with a beard as a truck driver looking at him, maybe speaking to him. It's quite a big, like Mack truck size, beefy man. He may even come and talk to him. It's like he's pulled over and he's got a black t-shirt on, a beard, short dark hair, sideburns. He's kind of very stout, very round at the middle. And he's got like a flannel that's open, boots and dark blue kind of pants, like kind of not jeans, just dark blue pants with kind of pockets down on the sides. He's a smoker because I see him lighting up a cigarette. He's got short, square hands, and it's kind of like, well, are you all right? What are you doing? Um, I do feel that he gets into the truck with this man and then they travel off together. I'm not getting a sense whether he's alive or dead at the moment, actually. I was seeing him kind of in front of me. Usually I get him over to the left. He's got a cap, so I'm seeing him with a cap now, so I don't know whether he wears one. Sometimes it's got white in the middle with blue mesh and there's emblem in the middle. He's doing a lot of driving at night, so he's driving. I'm getting Nebraska. I don't even know where Nebraska is, but I feel like he's a interstate long haul driver. Hmm. You may actually drop him off at like a roadhouse or something like that to make a call and then carries on his way. So I don't feel like so someone knows this man has had interaction. I feel like he's kind of like shaking his hand, thumping him on the side of the arm. There's someone in a car I don't know if it's at the station, but a older man, white beard, skinny, and he's filling up. I don't know what a King's Wood is, but it's like a King's Wood, but I feel like it's like a station wagon with a bit of paneling, wood paneling. He's got a hoodie, but it's a light top, light sweatshirt top with a hoodie. He's wearing like kind of tramping outdoor boots and pants. I feel like his pants are a little bit grimy. His car's pretty old. I feel like he's a little bit sus, this guy. And he has picked up this Sebastian. He's now taking him in his car. So like Sebastian falls asleep in the passenger side. Um, this man is in like his 60s or 70s. He's really quite skinny, starting to lose his bottom. His breeches look a little bit skinny, look a little bit baggy at the bottom. I'm getting that feel like he's retired, but he's like a fly fisherman. He lives um he lives somewhere near a beautiful stream. I feel like it's out of state, that if you're going, that there was a drive from west to east and slightly north, and it's not far over the border. And he lives in a white home and it's nestled in trees and it seems quite pretty. I feel like he's got a wife there. She greets him at the door. She's got an apron on, but he leaves him, Sebastian, in the car. I'm also seeing like a beautiful stream. It's somewhere where you can go and fly fish, and it's got quite a nice gravelly area and then shallow bits, and it's meandering, and there's some nice trees which I can see go yellow in the fall, kind of bending over. And I'm seeing that stream. I feel like it's not too far away from this man's property, and it's something where he goes fishing, the area he frequents. Oh, okay. Sebastian, he's on my left. Something happens, so maybe the next day he takes Sebastian, this lady is not aware of him at all. I'm not sure what state he's in, but he's taken down to this river area and his life ends there, is what I'm feeling. I'm not seeing the details around that. Just that all the evidence is buried there somewhere nearby, back from the riverbank. But there, I feel like maybe his hands were tied and he was gagged. I'm just seeing some rope, thin white rope around his arms, behind his back. There has been some kind of violence towards him. Oh, there's something about his glasses, like maybe as a clue somewhere, his seeing glasses, like they're on the ground, maybe got a bit crushed, kind of in the near the stream in the grass, but they weren't maybe on his face when he was buried, and I'm seeing a shovel. It's kind of gravelly. If you dig deep, it's got a bit of water at the bottom, so it's kind of in the scree near a stream, is what I'm feeling. I'm not picking up anything about this man's motive, about how he feels. Um, there was someone that saw him and dropped him somewhere. You would think there would be something on CCTV footage, unless they haven't looked far enough out of town at like diner come petrol stations. The white gentleman was filling up his vehicle with petrol, and maybe it just hasn't looked far and wide enough at that footage at the time. I don't know if that would be something still available, but it was on that same night, and I'm like literally hearing that fateful night. I think he was a little bit vulnerable. I don't feel like he was quite like other boys. He was different, a little bit of a loner, and he just made a decision. He wanted to be with his dad and decided he was just going to travel off and make that happen without any thought.